Hey guys, I'm back with our second tale of terror. This one involves a monster you can't see, and it may even be mistaken for a ghost. So settle in, this spooky homecoming story is sure to give you the creeps. Mrs. K was a college student, far from home in chilly New England. She was super lucky that she got to experience seasons, but as winter break approached, she couldn't wait to return home to her family here in nice, warm, sunny Florida. So she packed up her things, including a small box of her favorite houseplants, and drove south, looking forward to a warm, sun-filled holiday. But a dark cloud hung over her homecoming. It was the family's first Christmas without their beloved dog Max. A few days into her trip home, Mrs. K could not shake this strange feeling of dread. It had felt like a thick, negative energy had settled over her. She even described it as a haze she couldn't see. And weirdly, as this creepy feeling began to settle over Mrs. K, her houseplants also started to feel it. The once vibrant green plants had begun to turn yellow and wither. Weird, right? Then, one night, the ghost visits begin. Feeling more hazy than usual, she suddenly heard the familiar jingle of a dog collar and a soft, phantom ruff. She looked at the edge of her bed and saw a familiar gray tail disappearing around the corner. It had to be Max. He had come home. But how was that even possible? The next morning, she told her parents about Max's visit, but they simply brushed it off as a vivid dream. But night after night, that sound of the jingling collar returned, a spooky reminder of what once was. Luckily, the holidays were over for Mrs. K. She traveled back to New England to get back to school. She set up what remained of her houseplants and told her roommate the story of the haze and ghost dog. After a moment of awkward silence, her roommate asked one question that changed everything. "Florida's too hot for furnaces, right?" "No, my parents have one in the garage. Why?" Mrs. K replied. "Your parents might want to check the carbon monoxide levels," her roommate said. Mrs. K gasped. It couldn't be. She immediately called her parents with the suggestion, and they contacted an HVAC contractor. The moment he stepped into the garage, his low-level carbon monoxide monitor shrieked, a warning signal to a silent killer. The contractor found the source of the high CO levels was the water heater, where a ring of rust around the venting revealed a terrifying secret. It was backdrafting, spilling poisonous gas into the garage. The water heater was pressed against the very wall separating the garage from Mrs. K's bedroom. The contractor then walked into Mrs. K's room and his monitor went off again. While not immediately deadly, the levels were far higher than what is considered safe for long-term exposure. The carbon monoxide had been seeping through the cracks in the walls, filling her room with its poisonous haze. The ghost dog, the sickly plants, the feeling of being trapped in a fog. It wasn't a haunting at all, but a slow, insidious poisoning. The best way to protect yourself from this invisible killer is to install a low-level carbon monoxide monitor. If you have any gas-fired appliances, look for these following signs of this silent monster. Rust or melted parts around the venting of your water heater, plants withering and dying for no reason, unexplained flu-like symptoms, fatigue, or headaches that disappear when you leave your home. Don't let a silent threat like this turn your cozy home into a horror story. Your HVAC technician knows that carbon monoxide is not something to take lightly. So, hop on a maintenance plan or give us a call to schedule a routine inspection to make sure that Mrs. K's story doesn't happen in your home.